Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. US markets were marginally up and we have seen third day in a row that they were positive on the back of much better than expected the jobs data, where the jobless claims fell to about 3,23,000. Also the services data that came out were much better than market expectations. So as we are seeing a moderate growth in the US economy, the probability of a tapering definitely has increased right from maybe 2 to 3 weeks from now. And the 10-year bond yields in US has spiked up to almost about 2.98 from about 2.82 about a couple of days back. European markets too were up about 0.5 to almost about 1%, as we have seen that the ECB president has kept the key policy rates unchanged. And also we had a positive GDP data coming out from Eurozone the previous day. And when we look at the Asian markets today morning, Japan is down almost about 1% as we had not any positive surprise from the Bank of Japan meet. The yen too has depreciated to almost about 99 against the dollar, but that has not helped Nikkei recovering from the weakness that it has been in for the last couple of days. Rest of the Asian markets are marginally up. Hang Seng, Kospi, Taiwan, they are all marginally up, no major change. But SGX Nifty is suggesting that we are going to open up 35 to 36 points higher. And back home friends, yesterday we had a stellar rally across the banking names. So Bank Nifty was up almost about 9%, and most of the other banking stocks were up anywhere from about 7% to as high as about 22%. The prominent gainers were Yes Bank and some of the private sector banks like Axis Bank and few others. Even PSU banks like State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, etc. saw a uptick of anywhere from 8 to 10%. So it remains to be seen whether this is more like a short covering rally or there is some more upside, but it looks like that probably for a day or so at least the markets would remain decent and the upside could be about 5 to 6% from current levels for some of the banking names, looking at the kind of short positions which are there. We also had a very strong flows after a long time, wherein FIs had put in almost about 1100 crore in the cash market. The domestic institutions were sellers to the tune of about 493 crore, and even in the index futures, FIs were net buyers to the tune of about 1200 crore. On that note, let me invite Sadhana to take us through important F&O cues, data and strategies that we can have in the F&O markets.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. In yesterday's session, we have seen a gap of around 100 points in opening bell as RBI new governor fueled the confidence in investor mind, and till last minute of trade, Nifty continued to trade in a positive terrain. But we have seen that yesterday rally was on account of closure of short positions, as around 5.09 lakh shares were reduced in open interest and Nifty futures premium increased from 10 points to 14 points. On the options front, we have seen that call option has added around 8 lakh shares in open interest, whereas put option has added around 5 lakh shares in open interest. If we see in the strike of 5,600 and 5,500, put option has seen a good activity, whereas on higher side 5,700 call option has seen a good activity. So we may see momentum may continue up to 5,700. And from intraday perspective, one can go long on Siemens with a stop loss of 432.55. Thank you.
Here are the important news and events that we are tracking today. First of all, Fortis Healthcare has been able to raise about 36.7 crore from Standard Chartered PE, and cumulatively this company has been able to raise about close to 1040 crore through equity and equity linked instruments. So one can expect some positive action in Fortis Healthcare stock in today's market. BHAIL has bagged about 96 crore order from NTPC, and we've seen that there is some uptick in the order inflow for BHAIL, and also if we have some kind of a news on the import duty front by the government to counter the Chinese imports, then there could be some upside. The BHAIL was already up 8% in yesterday's market, but overall bias there continues to remain a bit positive. In another important development, Tata Power has said that the creditors have agreed to extend the waivers on the loan terms, which means that the company will get both the time to repay and there could be some waiver on the interest rates as well, which is definitely a bit of a relief. Coupled with that, if they also get some kind of a help in terms of the tariff increase, then there could be a decent upside for Tata Power stock in the near future. And in another important development, Elder Pharma stock has been buzzing for the past about 3 to 4 trading sessions, wherein the buzz is that the Sanofi is close to acquiring its local business, and there the valuation could be much higher than the current market cap of Elder Pharma. So this stock could remain in the limelight for the next couple of days. BPCL could be in positive action, as there is a possibility of a one-time diesel price hike of as high as about 4 to 5 rupees per litre. Also, one-time big dividend payout is also in the offing for BPCL, so one can go long there with a stop loss of 281.50 and a target of about 295 to about 301. TCS has bagged another order of about 193 crore from the tax department. Most of the IT stocks were soft in yesterday's market, but we think that overall the sentiment towards the IT pack is definitely positive, so one can go long there with a stop loss of 1951 and a target of about 2050 to about 2090. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great weekend and see you on Monday morning.